I'm not having the best day today. I promised a few people that today's video would be a review of my bike. I had a bike sent to me. I had two bikes sent to me, in fact, a few months ago. And before I like to feature things on this channel, I like to use them, not only for a week, but for a few months. So I've been trying out these two bikes. So today I thought I'd make the video. So I got the first bike out, just about to start filming, then realised I didn't have the SD card in the side of the camera, so I went home and got that. Then went back, and then the battery on the bike conked out. So I took it home and I thought, sod this for a game of soldiers, I'll charge it and I'll come down the homestead and do some filming down here. I've come down here and I haven't got the plate on my tripod to put the camera on. So I'm not having the best day. A quick update for you. I've put the trim on the windows and I quite like the wood. So I quite like it that it hasn't been painted. It does feel weird to have the glass in, and this glass is so clean at the moment, it looks like there's nothing there. So there's been a few times when I've gone to put my hand through it or throw some pots inside and they've bounced off. So it's a good job that it's not glass. Now, on the way down to the homestead, I bumped into the postman and he gave me two parcels. So what I'm going to do is, I've perched you on the little seat. So I'm going to have to go home because I can't tell whether I'm in shot or not. But before we do that, let's have a quick little look what these parcels are, and then hopefully we'll have a better start to the afternoon. Now this has come from Australia. I have some more in the house that I need to open as well. Oh, there we go. Koala bears. And this is from Irene from the land of Oz, and we have two magnets for the fridge, or maybe now for the shed here. Although I could keep that down here for when I start to make a cup of tea. Don't you just feel sometimes you want to go back to bed and start the day again? My back has been aching a bit today, so maybe that's put me on edge a bit. What are these? Books. Where's this come from? Marion in Somerset. I will read the card later in the privacy. And she sent two books. Hovel in the Hills, which I've never heard of. A warm, funny, moving account of simple life in rural Wales. That's one. Oh, all right, there's three. Garden in the Hills, a sequel to Hovel in the Hills. And then Kitchen in the Hills. Is that a sequel to all the others? No, that is just a herb book. I do like these old little books. Now, today I think the books are a bit too big. Thank you very much. I will have to put up a bookshelf and a bookshelf there. So when I have 10 minutes spare, I can read a book. Right, so I'm going to go home now, get the bit for the tripod, and I'll be back in a moment. On the way home, I thought I'd pop in to the cafe, have a cup of tea, see who's there, have a chat. Had a nice cup of tea, then realised I didn't have my wallet with me. So, the day's going from bad to worse. And now I'm expecting a parcel, which will probably turn up now that I've started filming. I have purchased a cine film transformer then. That was a kid's show, wasn't it? So what I'm going to do this evening, if it turns up early, is I'm going to transfer some of my old 8mm cine films. But I've only got a handful of films. So what I might do is, I might try and, in fact I could pose you the question. In fact I could switch the microphone on. See, I told you, bad to worse. Right, is that better? Test in, test it. Right. So I was saying, I could pose you the question. If you were going to have an 8mm film transferred to digital, how much would you charge? Or how much would you expect it to cost you? Because I'm thinking of setting up a little business where I transfer people's films. Right, let's let that tea bag sit and settle for a bit. And we may as well do the post bag. I've had a few things through. A lovely gift here, which is a soup maker, which will come in very handy, especially during the winter. And apparently, from what I read, you put all the ingredients in the top of the soup. You put that in. You switch it on and it makes the soup and you don't have to do anything else with it. Now I thought I put the little sticker in there so I could thank the person. But again, I said this day is going from bad to worse. And I don't have the sticker in there. So I can't name the person that sent it to me. So thank you very much to the person who sent this through to me. I have thanked them on email because we were in a discussion about something and I haven't got my phone with me either. Right, let's try and save this day. So let us start off with, I have from Julie a bag to put some sandwiches in and some chiller things to keep it nice and chilled. And I think it was Julie that also sent me this. There you go. I can garden in the dark and I can see what I'm planting. This is for gardening by the moon. I think it's got different settings on. Is it? I can't switch the thing off now. There it is. So maybe that's what the thumbnail should be for today's video. There you go. So thank you very much for those. Now, I think we've got a few magnets coming up. This one has come from Barbara, all the way from Queensland in Australia. Have you noticed we've had quite a few Australian magnets recently? Maybe they've only just started getting my videos down there. So we'll pop that on the board there. What can you see that? Now, what's this one? It says do not bend. This is from Gabby and it's a picture from Lower Hillgate in Stockport. I went there once for the Stockport flower show. So we'll pot that one next door to the Manchester one. Keep them all together. The cat is awake and is trying to chase the flies behind the camera. Now the next one is from Lee. And that is Lancerton. Where's that then? Lancerton. Cornwall. I will have to get a bigger fridge. Right, what else do we have? because I saw something which looked like jewels. Another one from Australia. This one is from Victoria. Not from the... well, hey, yes. It's from a person called Victoria who lives in Victoria in Australia. And the badge, the magnet, is of Melbourne, which would be one of the places that I would go if I was going to go to visit. One of my YouTube friends is based there, called Zach Perner, who does a fitness channel. We'll pop that on the board. Thank you very much for that. And this is a big one here. And this comes from... I can't get out the card. I can't get out of the envelope. Jacqueline, hope you like this homemade card and the magnet of Nesbrook, which I have never... Nesborough, which I've never been to, but I've seen it from the train when I travelled from Leeds to the Harrogate show, and the train goes over a viaduct and you can see the village down in the valley. So we've got some postcards. A postcard there from Marilyn, and these are the Blue Ridge Mountains. In the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia, on the trail of the lonesome vine. Thank you very much for that. And Sandra in Rill is getting ready for Christmas by sending a picture of St. Mary's Church. Is that my parcel? I could hear a car. So thank you very much for that. I've also had some notes through, so thank you very much for Colin for your letter. And just two more. I wonder who's tooting their horn. The vegman usually toots his horn, but he doesn't come until Thursday. And then this one is Sarah from Llanelli. I will read that when the filming is finished. It's a badge from Wales. Llanelli. There's lovely for you. So we'll pop that there as well. And then, is this the jewels? This is the jewels. We've got jewels from Ireland. We've got a nice card from Mary. Sending best wishes from the heart of Ireland. Ahoy. To be sure, to be sure. And look at that. Shines bright like a diamond. Bright like a diamond. So, if I'm down on my luck, I know what to pawn. The diamonds of Ireland. So we'll pop that there as well. And that looks gorgeous. Now, I can hear a van making a terrible noise. I'm going to have a look, just in case it is my parcel. It wasn't the parcel I was expecting, because I have to give them a code. But it was something else that I've bought. Well, I haven't bought it. I did buy it, but I haven't bought it. Work that one out. These are samples from the Brick Tile Company, and they cost £4 each. Because I had this mad idea at about 3 o'clock in the morning. So that's the first one. So they're bits of brick. That's the first one that came. And the second one, because I had this idea of possibly cladding the outside of the shed. There you go. And I was going to put these bricks outside the shed. So I thought I'll send off for a sample. But I thought they might come in handy to prop up my pots on the garden. So they stuck down here, you should pull it off. But these have just turned up. Because I bought samples. But the thing is, they also turned up last week. So they've sent me 2 lots of samples. This is what happens at 3 o'clock in the morning when you can't sleep and you go online and you get these mad ideas. But anyway, so thank you to everybody for your gifts. As usual, they are gratefully received. Now, I went to see Phantom of the Opera last week. Beautiful. And not just the cup of tea, the show was as well. It was an amateur production down in one of the local theatres. And obviously the staging is completely different to the way they do it in the West End, because they've only got a tiny stage. And the chandelier was dropped very, very slowly. It went up slowly and it came down slowly. But what blew me away were the voices of the women. The men were a bit stiff. They were walking across the stage a bit, you know. But the women, well, they could have been on the West End stage. Their voices were absolutely fantastic. And I will definitely be booking to go and see something else in the future. As I said to somebody, there is so much going on in the valley. It's difficult to find the time to go and see all these things. We're into July now. This is the new calendar picture, which shows a deer and the crops getting ready to be harvested. And you know, it's just dawned on me. This week is the 6-month anniversary of me leaving London. Hasn't that time flown really quickly? So I suppose I better do a video where, I don't know, something about the first 6 months, a bit of a think on how things have been. So if you've got a question you'd like to ask about living alone for the first 6 months, and somebody said, why do you keep pushing that? I said, well, celebrate living alone, to have the nice peace and quiet, because I lived in a house in London with 6 other people and it got a bit heavy sometimes. So it's nice to have the peace and quiet and to do whatever you want to do. If you want to leave the back door open to let in fresh air, then you can. There's no arguments about it. If I want to do a bit of filming at 12 o'clock in the night, I can. So if you've got any questions, put them in the old comment box below. I'm also going to do a video where I look at my bills, because I managed to get them down compared to when I first moved in. But I'll talk all about that in a different video. We'll do a special video just about the bills. So once this Cinefilm thing turns up, I'll show you what it is, because there might be a few of you that are interested. Maybe you've got some old Cinefilms tucked away up in the attic, and I've got about 6 of my own that I want to transfer, and I've just found 4 big reels of, I don't know who they are. Somebody gave me these films years and years and years ago, and I can't remember who the person was, and I heard that they've died since. So I'll transfer them anyway, and I'll put the footage onto my second YouTube channel, which is Sean's second channel. Very original title, that. And they are of Germany and Italy, I think, and Sweden. So who knows, if you live in those countries, you might be able to watch these and say, ah, that's where that old building was, or that's changed, or, you know, whatever. So let us relax. I thought, it's a bad day, so I'm going to treat myself to some digestive biscuits, but not too many, just 4, because since attempting to lose the weight, a month ago I was 19 stone 3, that's when I started, and the last time I checked, which was this morning, I was 18 stone 6, or was it 5? I'll put it up on screen what the actual numbers are. And the only thing I've changed is I'm counting my calories, so I only eat 1700 calories a day. I'm not changing my food, I'm just having smaller portions. So say for example now, if I was to eat this entire packet of biscuits, I would put the details into my computer and it would then tell me how many calories I've got left for the rest of the day. But what happens very quickly by doing it this way is you start making the choices, and you can say, right, I can enjoy a packet of biscuits, but I might not be able to eat anything until the rest of the day, until tomorrow morning. So then you think, right, I'll just have 4 and I'll have a good meal tonight. So you start making these little choices as you go throughout the day. I've also signed up to a gym, and it was £10 a month. Absolutely fantastic price. £30 for 3 months, and then you renew it every 3 months. It isn't a fancy gym. As somebody once said to me, the best gyms to go to are the spit and sawdust gyms, because you don't get distracted by saunas, jacuzzis and all that malarkey. And that's what this type of place is. It's a place where you go in, you do your workout, you get out. So apparently it's very quiet during the morning and the days and early afternoons. That's when I might go, because I might want to do a bit of filming just to track the progress or not. Right. I'm going to enjoy these biscuits. They're digestive, so they're sort of healthy. And a nice cup of tea. And I'll catch up with you when this parcel turns up. I've just realised I'm going out to Cumb Park tonight for a meeting. I've got involved with some community project, so I can't spend too long playing with this. But I thought you'd be interested to have a look, especially if you've got some old films. And it says it's quite easy to set up, so we will soon see, won't we? And so I've got no idea what video film this is. And then we put that. Oh, this is fun. I haven't played with one of these for years. Oh, not so easy to do with old eyes. And then we go da 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 around that, and then we find the gap in the spool. Where is it? Oh, maybe there isn't one on this one. It's one of these old-fashioned ones where you've got to fingers and thumbs. Right. You excited? We pop that down, and then now, because I don't know what video this is, I don't know whether it's the right way. So then we just start, is it? Do not move the film. All right, okay. Okay, I'm going to have to read the instructions, but if it works, this is what I transferred. Right, I'm going to have hours of fun playing with that, but not tonight. I need to pop to Cumb Park. And Cumb Park is a bit of a difficult place. They only have like one bus every hour or two. So I think I might cycle there. You're not going to believe this. I went to my meeting. There was nobody there. The meeting was last night. That's it. I'm off to bed. I'll catch up with you in a few days where hopefully everything will go back to normal. So from me until then, bye for now.